we are taking you again on our zip trip to Greenwood this morning. 7 News' Taylor Murray is joining us live from Greenwood with more. Good morning, Taylor.
Good morning, Sevilla. Yeah, still here in Greenwood, and I'm actually joined by Pastor Chris Thomas. He's the pastor of New Generation Outreach here in Greenwood. He knows a lot about local history, so we want to talk about an amazing civil rights pioneer named Benjamin Mays. Benjamin Mays, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
Great, I'm great. Let's talk a little bit about the history of Benjamin Mays, and he was born not far from here. He's a civil rights pioneer.
Yeah, Mays was born here in Greenwood County in the Epworth community. He was born in 1894, August 1st of 1894, to two parents who were both ex-slaves, and both of his parents were almost completely illiterate. And Mays rises out of those conditions to go on to earn a bachelor's degree from Bates College in Lewiston, Maine, and a master's and a PhD from the University of Chicago. And then he goes on and is most known for his 27-year tenure as the president of Morehouse College. He was the mentor to Martin Luther King and to Andrew Young and to many other civil rights leaders that came out of Morehouse College. And Mays was just a tremendous civil rights pioneer and really reshaped American society in many ways.
And let's dig into that. He's from here in Greenwood, but he had a nationwide impact in the civil rights movement. Let's talk about that.
So again, Mays leaves the farm to go off to high school at 18 years of age. He really stops coming back to Greenwood full time at 20 years of age. And Mays goes on to really sort of formulate his ideas about integration. That was one of Mays' big things. He thought that segregation took too much from, they called them the Negroes in that time. And so Mays was very bothered by that, and he was very moved to allow African Americans to live their lives with some dignity and some pride and some purpose. And this is what he largely tells these young men at Morehouse College for 27 years, to really, hold your head high, to walk through life with some purpose and pride and earn what you get in life. And he really created some of the greatest leaders that our country's ever seen.
Incredible. Now, Pastor Thomas, I want to talk a little bit about that Benjamin Mays historical site that is here in Greenwood. I believe you were just seeing some video of that. We do a video of that historical site. People can come check that out to learn more, right?
Absolutely. On site, we have the birth home of Dr. Mays. We have a school that's identical to the school he attended. It's called the Burns Spring School. He went to the Brick House School. We have an interpretive museum that has hundreds of pictures of his life and really tells you the story of his life from birth to transition. We have a statue, a 9-foot tall statue of Dr. Mays on site, and it's just a wonderful site. People that come there and visit it and get an opportunity to touch and feel the life and legacy of Dr. Mays, they're just moved by it. He had a tremendous life and impact on American society.
And you as a pastor here in this community, do you feel like he still has a lasting impact here in Greenwood?
I think so, and I think that impact, we are celebrating our 10th anniversary of the Mays site. We're 10 years old, and I think that impact has risen because of the Mays site and the work that we've done there. And I think people are becoming more and more aware of this iconic American being born right here in this county and the contribution that he made to the society we live in.
Amazing. This is a reason you need to take a zip trip down here to Greenwood. Only an hour from Greenville, not far from Spartanburg, so it's really close to where you live. And where is that historical site located if people want to check it out with their family?
We are over on Hospital Drive in just 5 minutes from where we're standing right now, and so just kind of in the heart of Greenwood, and it's easy to find. They can find us on Facebook, they can find us online, and call us, and I would love to do a tour. The tour takes about an hour and a half, and so come, and I think they'll really be impressed with the site and with Mays and his life.
Incredible. Pastor Thomas, thank you so much. You heard him say it, Benjamin Mays historical site right here in Greenwood. You don't want to miss it. Get out, take the kids, take the family, and stick with us because we have more from Greenwood coming up in a little bit.
Such rich history. Thanks so much, Taylor. And Greenwood is just one of many of our zip trips. 7 News is visiting different cities all over our area. Our next stop is right here, Spartanburg. Next Friday, we're going to take a closer look at what makes this town so special. It begins with Carolina Morning from 5 to 7 a.m. on 7 News, and then from 7 to 9 a.m. on the CW. Then the fun continues from 9 to 10 a.m. on Your Carolina. Find out more about future zip trips. Just click on Zip Trips under the News tab on WSPA.com.